Welcome to Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And good morning, Keys. It is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys, Monday after a busy weekend and a busy month. This is the 30th of March already. Hope all had a wonderful Palm Sunday and happy Easter week to everyone. We're going to say good morning. Happy Easter week as well to our Mayor Denise Didi Enriquez. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning, sir. Happy Monday as well. How are you?
I am doing okay. Thank you. A busy weekend. I saw you at a wonderful gala there, the Seaside Soiree, for the 60th anniversary of a tremendous asset in our community. That is the College of the Florida Keys. What a wonderful, beautiful evening that was.
It really was. Actually the weekend for me started on Thursday when we had our Samuel House event on Thursday evening, and then Friday we celebrated the 60th anniversary. Congratulations to Dr. G at the Florida Keys.
College of the Florida
College
Keys.
of the Florida Keys.
Yes. New name within the past year or two.
I
Yes.
know it's still hard to change. And then Saturday we did have the Wesley House Gala as well. So it was a very, very, very busy weekend. Saturday during the day, I was able to congratulate Pastor Green for his 1 year anniversary. And then I welcomed the Hemingway lookalike. So it was a very, very, very busy weekend for me.
Yeah, a lot of the Hemingway lookalikes were there in force at the Seaside Soiree as well. They're a big supporter of scholarships too with the College of the Florida Keys. And yes, I understand the Wesley House Gala was spectacular. That was one I could not make it to, but we certainly gave them our support and well wishes leading up to it. But wow. I tell you, it is kind of the height of the season now. It may start to slow down just a little bit as we get into April and May, but still plenty of things on the horizon, including a busy week this week with a very full agenda for the City Commission on Wednesday.
Yes, so Wednesday morning, starting at 9 a.m. on April 1st, April Fool's Day. So there is actually going to be a meeting. It's not an April Fool's joke. So full agenda, lot of topics. I'm sure there's going to be lots of information to discuss, lots of discussion on particular items. So as I'm already starting to receive a lot of emails, either for or against certain items. And so I know like item number 20, approving the new dockage license agreement. I've already started receiving emails on that. So I'm sure it's on the consent agenda. I'm sure it'll be pulled from the consent agenda. We have item number 39, which is authorizing a limited waiver of attorney-client privilege for Pacific Communications between the outside counsel and our previous or former city attorney. So there'll be discussion on that. And then we'll be approving or not approving. We'll see how this works out on item number 40, the interlocal agreement between the city of Key West and Monroe County for the conveyance of the real property of Higgs Beach. So I'm sure we'll have a lot of discussion on that as well. And then we have items number 41, 42, 43, which is the RFP for the rebid of, Mallory Square, the cable huts, the 402 Wall Street. So there'll be lots of discussion on that. And then there is item number 49. There's an EMS transport rate comparison and proposed adjustments. So there is a lot of information that is on this agenda. So bring some snacks because I'm sure we'll be there for most of the day and most of the evening. But I will say item number 39, the one that's limiting the attorney-client privilege, there has been a request to move that from the morning to the evening. So if you're coming there to discuss that, either watch on Zoom or come, to the meeting, because we may vote to move that from the morning session to the evening session.
And that is all related to permitting testimony and questioning regarding communication with Ron Ramsig, the former building official, related to the production of documents in response to subpoenas served by the state's attorney's office, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, that gets a little technical, but as you said, that'll be discussed and maybe moved to a future date. And
It
by
won't be no, it won't be a future date. It'll just go from the morning session to the evening session.
okay, yes, ma'am. Sorry. Thank you
Yes.
for that clarification. Absolutely. So we'll be watching all of that and getting updates from you after it occurs. And also, if anybody does have input or concerns or any of the above, meet with the mayor, of course, today at 2 o'clock. A good opportunity to discuss some of those items prior to the meeting on Wednesday.
Absolutely. So our open door hours, like you said, are from 2 to 4. Please come on down. I won't be able to listen to anyone before 2 o'clock because we have the Ambassador Class 44. So
Mhm.
we have our round table and they're with all the commissioners as well. So they'll be able to ask any questions or let us know how their class was this term. So, and then they graduate on Wednesday. So this is an opportunity now for them to ask any questions to the mayor or commissioners.
Yes, and also we mentioned the grand jury report and that attorney-client privilege issue. As always, the grand jury's report recommended action items. You can stay up to date on the progress made by the city at the top of the city's website, cityofkeywest-fl.gov, in a further move to provide transparency and accountability as well with the city. And it looks like about 9 events are about to be approved, which, it kind of goes against what I said about things slowing down. So there's always things moving forward. So it does look like that's going to be a very busy day for us on Wednesday. And then we move into the rest of the week as well with the city. We've got a few other things: Walk in My Shoes, street closure, city property event notice. That happens tomorrow. I'm sure we will have plogging on Friday also.
Yeah, so tomorrow morning, like you had mentioned, walk in my shoes. That starts at 7:30, sorry, not at 11:30.
Mm.
7:30, it's Lawrence Kids, and it'll be at the Southernmost Point Bowie, the Duval Street Pocket Park, and it's preventing child abuse and healing survivors. So I will be reading a proclamation. And Lauren Book, she was a previous senator with the state of Florida. She's been doing this since 2018 and bringing awareness to everyone. So I look forward to seeing her again tomorrow morning and walking with her alongside of her. And
Okay.
then on Thursday, I will be presenting the state of the city to the Navy League. So I look forward to that. And yes, Friday, early bird cleanup. That will be hosted by Rams Head, southernmost located at Whitehead, Petronia. So come on down, 8 a.m. We love to have everybody there. We love to see all of the volunteers. And then on Saturday is the household hazardous e-waste collections. And that's always the first day or first Saturday of the month, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. So if you have anything that you like to clean out, just paints and chemicals and that type of stuff, come on down, bring them down to the Indigenous Park, and the city of Key West will be there.
Okay. And Mayor, as far as the Higgs Beach transfer, does it look like there are any other impediments or issues with that before a vote may occur?
I mean, I don't believe so. Actually, right when I hang up from with you, I am going to have my agenda review with our city manager. So there'll be a lot of discussion on that.
Hmm.
We'll see what the will of the commission is and see if there was anything new that, because we did ask them to move forward. And I'm sure they'll give us updated information and we'll see what the will of the commission is.
Okay. And there also is potentially a vote on with a new chief building official through inspection services there with Joe Payne Incorporated as well. So providing that once again for the city in that regard.
Yes, so there was an RFQ that went out, and I believe he may have been the only one that participated in that. So we'll get some information on him as well, and looking at the cover memos and researching and making sure that they're qualified.
Okay. Mayor Denise Didi Enriquez, Mayor of the City of Key West, with us on Good Morning Keys. You do have a busy morning, another busy week here with the city. And then we've got Easter coming up this coming weekend. So a lot of people celebrating that as we move into April already. But I know, again, as I mentioned, you have a very busy day. I don't want to detain you too long, but is there anything else that we should be mentioning at this point?
I just want everybody to know City Hall will be open on Friday, Good Friday. I know there's some other offices that will be closed, but City Hall will be open on Friday.
Okay. And also City of Key West with the 2024-2025 annual report. That's available on the city website, cityofkeywest-fl.gov. I also want to commend you for the State of the City address, which you gave to the Greater Key West Chamber of Commerce last week. It was a very uplifting view of the City of Key West and the accomplishments that have been made over the past year or so. So thank you for that. Very well done. And the message was a positive one.
Yes, there's a lot of positive things going on here, Michael, at City Hall. And every day we're continuing to move forward with all of the projects and continuing to move all the issues and address them. So thank you for that. And yes, we have a very busy week, busy day on Wednesday. Please come, listen, get involved. Know what's going on in our city. Have any suggestions, please there's public comment. Please let us know. And if not on Wednesday, you can come in today between 2 and 4 and ask me any questions you'd like to know or any information that I can give you prior to the meeting on Wednesday. So thank you and have a great week and be safe out there and happy Easter to everyone.
Well, thank you, Mayor. And just in closing, many times the negative voices are the loudest ones, but we wanted to also commend you on the positives that have been occurring and you're endeavoring to live up to your promises. We certainly appreciate that as well. So with that, you have a wonderful week, Mayor. Wonderful to see you. Thanks for being here. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye now. It is Mayor Denise Didi Enriquez with us, Mayor of the City of Key West, on Good Morning Keys. Checking your weather forecast. We were talking about the possibility of rain yesterday. It mostly held off for us and had a full slate of events through the entire weekend unhampered by rain. Today, though, they are calling for a 40% chance of rain, 81 for your high. Tonight, 20% chance of a shower, 74. Tomorrow, 20% chance of a shower again, 82 for the high. Wednesday, 20% chance, again, 82. Well, looks like some thunder showers Wednesday night. So your dogs may keep you awake, as mine does during that occurrence. Then we go to 30% chance of showers on Thursday, Friday, back to 20%. 82 for your high, pretty much all week long. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. And we will return with more of Good Morning Keys in just a moment.
In the Florida Keys, there's a name people trust for pool construction and remodels. Islamorada Pools. For years, residential and commercial property owners from Key Largo to Key West have trusted their team to design, build, remodel, and repair some of the most beautiful pools in the islands. Building a brand new backyard retreat, transforming an aging commercial pool, they bring craftsmanship, experience, and attention to every detail. They're local, they live here year-round, and they know what it takes to build and renovate pools that stand up to the Keys climate while delivering true luxury and long-term durability. From new construction and remodels to repairs, equipment upgrades, and decorative concrete, every detail matters. Your pool should reflect the quality of your property. Islamorada Pools makes that happen. Call 305-852-3133. Visit their showroom at 86701 Overseas Highway, Suite 103 in Islamorada, or online at islamorada.pools.com. Islamorada Pools, trusted, local, and built for the Keys.
Let's talk trash. I'm Taylor Conrath, and my family's been taking care of your family's trash for years. In fact, we've operated Marathon Garbage Service and kept the Middle Keys clean since my great-grandpa, John Conrath, founded the company in 1950. That's a lot of years talking trash and hauling trash. And these days, we take care of your family's recyclables in addition to commercial and residential waste removal. The Conrath family and our entire team of great employees takes pride in keeping our community clean, from the north end of the 7 Mile Bridge to Craig Key. Now it's my generation of Conraths working together with my grandfather and my dad to continue the tradition and commitment started in 1950 at Marathon Garbage Service. The Conrath family is always there for your family. If you need to talk trash, just call us at 305-743-5165. That's 305-743-5165. Or visit us at 4290 Overseas Highway in Marathon and online at marathongarbageservice.com.
Hey Key West, Danny Hughes here from Two Friends. Really from Two Friends. So Maura and I were sitting at breakfast in the bar listening to live music at 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. She's about to enjoy some huevos rancheros and me shrimp and grits with fried oysters. Heart healthy. And Maura says, Dorothy, we're not in Kansas anymore. It was perfect because we didn't move here because Key West is like a lot of other places. We moved here because it isn't like any other place on earth. So meet your friends or make your friends at Two Friends. 512 Front Street in Old Town Key West or twofriends.com.
If it's happening in the Keys, you will hear about it here. This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. Good morning to you. Monday morning of Easter week, the 30th of March already. Wow, that's hard to believe. We want to say good morning to our friend Michael Kraus. He is president and founder of Sales Sense Payments, also wearing another hat these days, keeping him very busy. Stepped up to the plate in a big way to chair the Key West Rotary Club Casino Night as well. Good morning to you, Michael.
Oh, good morning, my friend. How are you?
Doing well. So I went to the SalesSensePayments.com website, and it immediately gives me a bunch of choices to allow the right POS system for you. So you have all kinds of options for businesses in the Florida Keys as far as what is best for their business in terms of a point of sale system.
That's correct. You know, we're an independent broker, and I've been doing this for over 25 years. And what we do is look for your best interests. For example, even yesterday on Sunday, I went out to a merchant that's new, Quantic we're using over there, and we were able to set them up on a Sunday. I mean, that's the difference of when you have someone on foot, on the ground here in Key West, is you get that individual personal service, you know, and that we look for your best interests. I just don't sell one product. One size does not fit all here at Sales Sense Payments. So
providing local support and transparency is what you do. SalesSensePayments.com online, and you serve the Florida Keys. Well, to the extreme almost, I would say. And you just recently had a couple of very successful festivals where you provided multiple terminals for those vendors so they could just focus on visiting with their customers and doing some sales unhampered by any technology problems and making it easier than ever to take the payments as they worked in a very busy environment.
That's correct, and I saw you there multiple times. So
thanks for helping me haul equipment around too, by the way. I appreciate
I love you. I'm always happy to help you, my friend. Always happy to help you. So yeah, even my dad came out to the Latin Fest. We had a good time there. We did the Key West Seafood Fest, the Marathon Seafood Fest. We're doing a Seafood Fest up in Miami Springs. It's more of a regatta. And one of the things that we do to nonprofits or fundraisers is we're able to give up 15 to 20 Clover Flexes for no charge. And, you know, everyone says equipment. When I say 15 pieces of equipment, that's $10,000 of equipment that we have on site that we're giving as a donation to the festival to make them easier. So that's a pretty nice thing to do if you are having a festival or you need a couple of terminals. I always do it for the Women's Club too, the Business Guild, and we give this equipment away for free for you to use it and raise money for your organization.
Sales Sense Payments 305-723-1234 is where you reach out directly to Michael Kraus and his team, payment processing made simple. So yeah, you are serving the community. How's the bocce team doing, by the way?
Oh, the bocce team is not doing well. But we have fun. We have fun, and you're always welcome on the courts Monday at 6:30. But I kind of want to go back to the nonprofit thing because I have a new announcement, a new business that we're kind of doing. We are doing. We just launched it literally yesterday, and it's called GiveToNichols.com. And this is a nonprofit specialty product that my partner John Clark and I have came up with that's going to revolutionize giving in the churches. It's called Unattended Devices. So if you go into the church, you say your prayer, and maybe there's not a giving basket there, you're able to go over to one of the devices and you just tap your phone, you pick how much money you want to give, and it's an unattended device, and you can use this anywhere. For example, at the Women's Club down here, anywhere when you just aren't there, you're able to collect money. We like to say we capture generosity when it happens. So give2nickels.com, that site was just launched yesterday. So I'm a big believer in community service and giving back, and this is just one of the products that we've come up with.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about community service here in a second.
Yes.
What you're doing in terms of the Rotary Club now as well. But technology, it's amazing. It moves at the speed of light. You're able to keep up with it as an expert in the field for over 25 years in payment processing. I just heard a report on the news earlier that it's being considered to install a white light as part of traffic lights nationwide, which would be utilized specifically for driverless vehicles.
Yes.
And that's even a possibility now too. AI is everywhere, et cetera. But there are more and more ways for people to conveniently pay merchants. And you're continuing to provide the technology to be able to capture those payments.
Absolutely. And we are miles behind Europe. Everyone thinks we're number one in technology. If you've ever been over to Europe, it's all tap and go. It's all what's called frictionless. And that's what we're able to deliver. If you're not using tap and go on your system, then it's really a disservice, because the younger generation, even including myself, which I'm not that young, I guess, anymore, but is on the phone. I used it already this morning, a Google Wallet or Apple Pay. I mean, it's right there. And if your business isn't accepting tap and go, it's something that we can easily implement for you. So
Michael Kraus with SalesSense payments and payment processing made simple. Call or text 305-723-1234 to find out how much money you can save and what conveniences and high standards of service you will enjoy with Michael Kraus, and payment processing made simple with SalesSense payments. How about security as far as touchless payments, et cetera? Are there any concerns? I know the technology is, working to keep up with identity fraud and that kind of stuff. Are there any security concerns with some of these new technologies?
It's more secure, because if, for example, my wallet on my iPhone, I have to have facial recognition, I have to press a button, and it's also encrypted into the device, and it's sending a token. So by far, that technology is superior than having a card in your wallet that, let's say, you dropped, and I do that a lot. I drop my card, and then Christina says, you dropped your card. So I've been transforming my life to more of the wallet, because it's just more secure. And going back to technology, I say this all the time. For example, if someone will say, oh, my point of sale is only 5 years old. Well, in quote unquote technology years, that's 20 years. Because every 3 months is a technology year. So every year is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. So if your device is 5 years old, it technically is 20 years old and probably should be updated. I mean, but to answer your question, it's more secure and with the frictionless environment. And it's also more secure if you put a PIN in. If you have the opportunity to put your PIN in, you should be putting your PIN in, because then the card knows you're there, and it's a real human that's entering your 4-digit PIN.
Yeah, boy, it has come a long way from the knuckle busters we've talked about before. They would not be too hard to fraud, for fraudulent transactions these days. By the way, I do want to make a quick aside. Accident with injury has been reported. 43-mile marker in Marathon near the 7-mile bridge. Busy morning it is. An accident with injuries at 5710 Overseas Highway, Beach Weekend area down there in Stock Island. You may be on the lookout for that, Michael, down your way if you're heading out and about, which you typically do on your way to service your clients with SalesSense payments. But you also are so committed, your company is completely committed to community service and service above self. You stepped forward to head up Casino Night. You've moved it ahead in terms of technology and features and the like. Casino Night is a major fundraiser for the Rotary Club of Key West, benefiting scholarships for the children. It'll be happening May 16th at Beachside Resort. We're already seeing the invites all around town. People getting set for a roaring 20s speakeasy night with the Rotary Club of Key West, proudly sponsored by Hank's Hair of the Dog Saloon, another business that does so much in our community. Oh, hey, Mike, you got muted somehow. Can you, let's see here.
Yeah,
you
okay, there you are. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, thank you, Hank's Hair of the Dog, to step up like that. Greatly appreciate. Mount Sinai just stepped up as well. Fosto's stepped up. And we have a lot of award-winning companies that are just very generous in this community. I've never been in a more generous community than Key West, by far. The Florida Keys are giving so much to so many people, and it's a joy to be part of the Key West Rotary Club and do casino night on May 16th. So I want to go ahead.
I was going to say, God love upstate New York, but those people aren't quite as willing to part with their giving. It's a little more difficult at times, I have found. But good people, but down here, it's great people, no doubt about it.
Yeah, it is. I was just at the Wesley House Gala on Saturday, and there was hundreds of thousands of dollars thrown around the room. I mean, it was just a magical place and a beautiful decor, and the Wesley House does a fantastic job. There's no question about it. So
yes, Grace Epperly did a fine job with that. Samuel's House on Thursday, I believe it was Thursday.
Yep.
Maria put that event together. Men of Valor, Women of Integrity. Again, so many noteworthy and beautiful causes in our community here, and people continue to give again and again and again. And we're asking them to do that with the Rotary Club of Key West to support the scholarship fund at Casino Night. But it is a fundraiser, not just a fundraiser. It's going to be a great night.
That's correct. We have a casino floor set up. It's going to be at the Beachside, May 16th, 6:30 p.m. We have fabulous prizes. We just got Ernest Hemingway to do a 10-person private tour. We have the Key West skydiving. You can jump out of an airplane. We have Bahamas trips. We have miscellaneous trips all over the place. We also have what I'm proud of, and I need to read them all off, is we're going to have the Chief Sean auctioned off, Chief Allen, Fire Chief auctioned off, Scott Orpeza go on his crab boat, 185 traps to clean out, which I did, which was awesome. We just have so many one-offs. Even our city manager, Brian, is going to be auctioned off. So if you'd like to spend a day with him, it's just a way to give back to the community and have a lot of fun with it. And it's just going to be a great, great, great event. I want to see if I've missed anybody, but with our sponsors, definitely by far is what we really make a day with. And King and Queen with George Fernandez. So you might get a ride from the Butterfly Factory in a snazzy car. It's just going to be awesome. And also Mayor Didi is stepped up too. So you can have a day with Mayor Didi as well. So
I was going to say, when we say we're auctioning off the chief, fire chief and police chief, so it's a day with them? Is that
yes.
Okay,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, you can't take them home for forever.
I say they are not going to be, serving you breakfast in bed or anything like
that. No.
But still, great day.
I'm a part of the ambassador group, and I just spent 10 hours in a ride along with Key West Police Department, and they are just phenomenal. Until 4 a.m, I was out with them. And, until you see it from their side, then you really do understand it a little bit more than just being an average civilian. And so it's an opportunity to see how the fire department works, how the city works, how the police department works. And instead of just looking at it on Facebook, take a deeper dive and spend time with our leaders in the community. It's a wonderful thing. So
as well. Michael Kraus with us, Sales Sense Payments. You can find out more about payment processing made simple with extraordinary service. It's salessensepayments.com. Call or text 305-723-1234. And the Rotary Club of Key West featuring Casino Night, and that is coming up May 16th. And tickets are available. Let me see. Yep. KWRotaryCasinoNight.org is where you find out more. You can get tickets right there.
Yes, and right now we're doing a bonus till April 25th. So I know everyone kind of puts things off to the last minute, including myself. You just don't want to fill your calendar up. But the incentive now is the tickets are $100. It's all obviously for fundraising. And you get an extra $50 in bonus chips. So in other words, instead of dollar for dollar, you're getting another $50 to gamble on the casino floor. So that's your incentive to go out and buy those tickets right now and bring a group. It's a great team building exercise too. If you got 10 people in your office, bring the whole gang, and it's just going to be a phenomenal night. We also have a three-piece jazz band. So it's going to be Roaring 20s speakeasy. So think Great Gatsby, dress up in your favorite flapper dress and wear your hats. And we're going to do it Key West style, which, as you know, is always full on, I'll say.
That's true. You even got a tasting experience. Naughty Beach rum, El Bandito tequila. It's to counter the prohibition theme. So
yes, and we will have Roaring 20s drinks, sidecar. We got a whole theme. We have it decorated. It's going to be decorated to the nines. It's going to be an awesome experience and totally worth it. And it's just a good feel good. And again, May 16th, 6:30 at the beachside. And I hope everyone on the line right now can come.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Michael, for heading this up and taking the reins. It's really going to be an extraordinary night. Casino night, the 16th of April at May, at Beachside, coming up, all to benefit Rotary Club of Key West Scholarship Fund.
Yes.
Great cause and for a great night as well. So Sales Sense Payments, you can get right to Michael and his team, 305-723-1234, to discuss your business, see how you can potentially save money and get the latest technology and the latest ways for you to get paid as a merchant, a vendor, a business, and the like. So, Michael, I think we've covered it for this morning.
Yes.
Is there anything else we should mention at this time?
There's one thing. I'm pretty low key, so I know a lot of people don't want to look at their statements because you can't understand them. So you just text me literally your statement. I do a quick statement analysis and just see if you're paying too much or you're right in target. I mean, it's a really no obligation quote, and it's not a pressure sales or anything like that, but it's just kind of a check. No different than you go into the doctor once a year. Our rates do go up twice a year. Every year since 25 years, it's April and October, your rates go up. You might not see it on your statement, but it does go up. So if you haven't looked at it in 3 years, that's 6 rate hikes. So I'm happy to help the community. I love everything down here, and we are committed to the Florida Keys, that's for sure. And I love chatting with you, my friend.
Well, thank you. Likewise, absolutely. And with payment processing, sometimes businesses kind of set it and forget it. And
Yes.
in the background, their fees are going up, and they could be putting more money to the bottom line and making it a lot more convenient for their customers to do business with them as well. So that analysis, no obligation, but use the expertise of Michael Kraus and his team to make sure that you are fully on track and have the most advantages for your business. Michael, thank you so much for being here this morning. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
I'll see you soon, my friend. Thank you so much.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Michael Kraus, yes, indeed. President, SalesSense Payments, online, salessensepayments.com. Good to see you. And,
Good to see you.
Please do reach out to him to find out more. And what a spectacular individual. He and, of course, Christina are both serving our community at every turn. 305-723-1234. This is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. As mentioned, we do have a couple of accidents we need to keep an eye on. And we'll be talking to the sheriff here in just a couple of minutes. I'm sure that will come up. One has been cleared up in Marathon. The other, though, is still showing as an active scene down in Stock Island. Accident with injuries, 5710 Overseas Highway. Near Beach Weekend, mile marker 6.5 is where that's showing up. So keep that in mind if you're going through that area. That could cause some slowdowns. Looks like it's going all the way to mile marker 4.2 right now. So could be significant, especially this time of the morning. This is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Good time for a bakery break. We want to thank Old Town Bakery for being a part of our broadcast last Friday at Blue Marlin Jewelry. Blue Marlin Jewelry hosted a number of charitable representatives. We were great to see some of our friends there talking about their causes, and Blue Marlin Jewelry providing that forum for them to get the word out, and Old Town Bakery providing the wonderful, delectable treats and lunch. Had those famous sandwiches on fresh baked breads on hand. Really enjoyed those, and topped it off with their award-winning key lime pie. They can make any event for you or your business or your household that much better as well with those artisan sandwiches on those fresh baked breads. They've got quiche, of course, available by the slice, or you can get a whole pie with a day's notice if you would. You can pick up, gift cards. Good thing to put in an Easter basket, no doubt about it. You can go down to Old Town Bakery for Easter and pick up some delectable delights, pastries, brownies, cookies, cream-filled pastries as well, and soups. Don't forget lunch. You can pick up a great lunch there at Old Town Bakery, corner of Eaton and Grinnell. Take your dog. They'll get bacon as a treat as well. Go by and visit George and his team at Old Town Bakery, or go online for ordering ahead, pickup, and delivery, oldtownbakerykeywest.com. A historic location, corner of Eaton and Grinnell. Always good time for a fresh cup of coffee as well. Old Town Bakery in Key West, corner of Eaton and Grinnell. This is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. We return in a moment.
This is the Community Connection Spotlight, highlighting service organizations and initiatives in our community. Brought to you by Blue Marlin Jewelry in Islamorada and Key West. Bonefish and Tarpon Trust will host its 13th annual Florida Keys Dinner and Circle of Honor inductions Thursday, April 16th at the Chica Lodge and Spa in Islamorada. One of BTT's signature events, the evening brings together fishing guides, BTT partners, and the angling community to celebrate our conservation leaders and support BTT's efforts to restore the Florida Keys' iconic flats fishery. For tickets, visit btt.org/events. This year, BTT will honor two outstanding leaders in our community. Longtime South Florida fishing guide Captain Carl Ball and the late Captain Jose Wahebe, who will be enshrined in the BTT Circle of Honor in recognition of their lasting impact on conservation and fisheries. This Community Connection Spotlight is brought to you by Blue Marlin Jewelry, saluting those organizations and individuals who serve our communities. Blue Marlin Jewelry, 81549 Old Highway, Islamorada, and now at 718 Caroline Street, Key West. Online at bluemarlinjewelry.com.
Good morning, dear. Breakfast almost ready?
In a minute. So did you happen to call someone about spalling repair for the house?
You know what? I knew I forgot something yesterday.
Honey, you know how important spalling repair is, especially here in the Keys. If that spalling damage gets any worse...
Don't worry. I'll call Design Center in Marathon.
When?
Today.
How about now?
Okay, dear. Now.
Design Center, the most efficient spalling contractor in the Keys, providing the fastest results. With over 40 years combined experience in spalling repair and a member of the International Concrete Repair Institute, Design Center can handle the largest jobs to small structures. They also handle quite a number of condominium and county projects. Mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair. Visit DesignCenterFL.com or call 305-735-4042. Design Center, 6677 Overseas Highway, Marathon. License number CGC 1523838. Remember, mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair from Design Center.
This is Ollie North for 4-Star Rentals. 4-Star Rentals is the most complete rental store in the Keys. They can provide rental equipment for every do-it-yourself project from your house to your yard. Bobcats, chippers, chainsaws, and tile saws, you name it, they have it. They also deliver throughout the Keys. That's 4-Star Rentals. Model marker 4.5 on Stock Island. These guys are really good. That's 4-Star Rentals. Go see them soon.
Check us out. What Colonel Ollie North says is absolutely true. We're locally owned and operated. We offer a fleet of delivery trucks for fast all-in-one delivery. 4-Star Rentals is the oldest tool rental and party store in the Florida Keys. We make it easy to get that job done for that party or very special event. We're located at mile marker 4.5 in Key West, or just call us and we'll come to you. 4-Star Rentals, 294-7171. That's 294-7171. Remember, Colonel Ollie North never lies.
The voice of Monroe County, yours. This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. Been a busy morning on the roadways. Had a couple of accidents being worked by emergency personnel and the sheriff's office. Had a crash at 43rd mile marker. That has just been cleared. we were getting some reports of another accident on Stock Island near the Beach Weekend location. So it has been a busy one, and out and about on the roadways already, of course, is Sheriff Rick Ramsey. Sheriff is with us this morning. Hello, sir.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning to your listeners.
Yes,
we are trying to keep the roads open. I just came through the 43-mile marker about 20 minutes ago, and looking pretty good. We finally got the road open about 8:30. Before that, we were doing intermittent lane shifts, one lane at a time. So traffic never got backed up too far. But this was a result of two vehicles involved in a very serious car crash on a 7-mile bridge. So we had police, fire, rescue, tow trucks out there. So it was kind of a mess. But I had 3 traffic enforcement officers from the sheriff's office out there handling the traffic, keeping it flowing at some levels. But I think our listeners should be just fine right now coming through. Again, the backlogs were very minimum nature, and the road's been open for the last 20 minutes, so we're looking pretty good there. Yes, another one up there by Beach Weekend, up there by South College Road. We're dealing with that as well, trying to keep the traffic flowing there. Impact should be relatively minor, but there should be some slight delays coming through there, because even this early in the morning with no crashes, that's a difficult, challenging area going southbound into Key West. So people should pay attention and just use due care while transitioning that area.
And we are going to get a traffic light in that area around College Road eventually and finally, it seems.
I think the start date to start construction is slated for June 3rd. So it's already been identified. It's already been funded. It's already gone out for bid. They've already selected the contractor. The groundbreaking will be June 3rd to have a traffic light at North College Road, which I don't generally like traffic lights, but that one there I did support and push for, because we have a lot of crashes, a lot of injuries. There's so much traffic coming out of North College Road now. As North College Road has really grown up with the college, the hospitals out there, there's the affordable housing project, the golf course condominiums out there, Sunset Marina. So as we've grown up that area, there's a lot of cars, a lot of traffic, a lot of people, that we just can't allow traffic just on its own to try to navigate that North College and State Road 5 areas. Just too dangerous, so it does need a traffic control device. So a light will be coming in starting June 3rd.
Okay, Sheriff Rick Ramsey with us, Sheriff of Monroe County on Good Morning Keys. Well, we had a busy week in law enforcement, starting off with a man and woman arrested for having sex in public view. Couldn't have picked a worse place, near Children's Park in Marathon. These two were arrested approximately 8 p.m. after receiving a report. An adult male and an adult female doing that. Witnesses were a family of 3, including a juvenile. So those suspects taken to jail.
This is a sad case. These are 2 individuals from Marathon. They live up by Sombrilla Boulevard around Skipjacks. This is a 35-year-old male and a 42-year-old female. This is at the Rotary Children's Park, as you said, on 75th Street, 8 o'clock at night. They apparently get there in a truck, but they're not having sex in the truck. They're out in the plain view in front of the headlights of the truck, when a family who live around the corner are driving, father, mother, and a 14-year-old boy. As they drive by, the boy witnesses this open sex act between this male and female, and the boy indicates that the guy just looks right at him, makes eye contact, and never stops. As they go past, the boy says something to the father, who then does a U-turn. The father's just in disbelief that this could really be happening. They drive back by, and sure enough, this sex act is still continuing with this male and female in plain view at a children's park. The 14-year-old boy has his cell phone out and puts it in video mode and actually videotapes the sex act occurring. They contact the sheriff's office. At some point in time, they are watching the truck. The truck leaves. They follow the truck as it goes northbound to a restaurant around 114th Street. Sheriff's office arrived. They notify the sheriff's office. They show us the video. They identify the male, female who were involved in this lewd and lascivious act. Ultimately, we do arrest the male and female on lewd and lascivious charges. And then the female had additional charges for resisting when she got to the jail in Marathon. She stripped all her clothes off in the back of the patrol car and wouldn't get out and had to be physically removed from the car. So, yeah, it's sad. This is such a sad, sad day. You know, a kid's park in public. Yeah, you want to go in your truck and go park somewhere, rock on, you know. But this is crazy. This is sad to see. Yeah. And so I'm just glad that they notified us and we were able to find these people, and we're going to hold them accountable. And yeah, they got their mug pages on the sheriff's office page. You can see these two winners.
Wow. Yeah, they had plenty of time to reconsider their actions, and they certainly. Wow. It's hard to fathom or explain, but they are in jail now. We also had a man from Okeechobee arrested that same day, displaying a firearm, threatening to kill a woman, charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Mile marker 38 at approximately 2:50 in the afternoon. A domestic situation with a firearm. The female adult victim stated that the suspect retrieved a revolver and stated, quote, "I ought to shoot you." Then the female driver pulled over. She disarmed him, thankfully, threw the firearm in the bushes. And then the gentleman there was also taken to jail.
Yeah, this is sad, stupid. You know, this is pretty older in life to be, you're supposed to get more wisdom as you get older. Yeah. But they're driving down the road, a verbal domestic starts ensuing. The female's the driver, the male's the passenger. At some point in time, he does grab the revolver, arm himself, points the weapon at her, and makes the threat to kill her. You know, as you said, she pulls the vehicle over, and then she gets in some type of a physical effort to disarm him with his gun, which is always dangerous because you have a chance that gun to really go off then. But she's able to disarm him. She takes the firearm, then she throws it in the bushes. We're called, we respond. We got everybody separated. We're trying to figure out what's going on. We do locate the weapon in the bushes after a short little search to look for this gun that was told to be had disposed of. And we do locate it, take it into protected custody so it's not found and used by somebody else. Also, it's evidence of the crime. Ultimately, we determined we believe probable cause existed for now what's called an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So we did arrest this 77-year-old male on aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge, separate the two, and as a result of him going to jail. Again, not the smartest move, but that's another day in the life of a police officer.
Yes. Sheriff Rick Ramsey with us, Sheriff of Monroe County. And we also have cases continuing when people are choosing to assault our natural resources as well. So Islamorada Marine Deputy Jason Farr on patrol near Whale Harbor Bridge on March 29th. He observed an individual from Miami Gardens coming to our area and in possession of 8 mangrove snappers, 7 of which undersized. He was given a mandatory notice to appear in court, citation for possession of over-the-bag limit of mangrove snapper, possession of undersized mangrove snapper, possession of expired fishing license. And it does state on your PIO officer, Adam Linhart, makes it clear you can always go to myfwc.com to see the full fishing regulations so that you can't claim that you had no knowledge of what's expected. And this individual was not in compliance with those regulations.
Yeah, Jason Farr, a good Marine officer in Islamorada. We're always trying to protect our resources. As you know, we talk about it almost every week. Yeah. But 8 o'clock in the morning on patrol around Whale Harbor, it's a very known spot for people to come down and fish, especially from Miami. As you indicated, correct, a 40-year-old male from Miami Gardens down here fishing in the Keys. We go to inspect the catch. As you said, no fishing license. Down there fishing 8 mangrove snapper, 7 of which are undersized. The picture we sent out shows the one that Officer Farr is holding. It just wouldn't even fit in the palm of your hand. It was so small. The one that in particular was holding up, it was like something you use for bait to fish. It was so small. And we always wonder, there's not even enough fillet to get a medallion of meat out of it. Why would you just kill this before it ever has a chance to even grow up, reproduce? But that's what happens, is that when they keep taking all these small, short fish, they never get a chance to reproduce. And thus, eventually, you're going to starve and kill out the population. So 7 of those 8, as you said, were undersized. So we did give him a mandatory notice to appear. He'll come before our state attorney, who takes a pretty hardline stance on environmental impact cases like these, as do our courts. We're very lucky to see the sheriff, the state attorney, and the judges all have the same state of mind that we've got to do everything we can to protect our natural resources to make sure they are here for future generations. Because at this rate we're going, there'll be nothing left for future generations if we don't do whatever we can right now.
Yes, Sheriff Rick Ramsey with us, Sheriff of Monroe County. And in the state of Florida, the blood alcohol concentration limit for legal usage of a vehicle, 0.02% for drivers under the age of 21. We had an individual who definitely was well over that while operating an electric dirt motorcycle, led to a chase of a 17-year-old male from Wisconsin. He's not even of drinking age. This probably contributed to some poor decisions. Sheriff's office attempted to stop 2 electric dirt motorcycles. We're hearing about electric bicycles, but now their electric dirt motorcycles as well are becoming a factor. They were on the bicycle lane of US 1 without lights, and apparently that juvenile suspect was apprehended. The electric motorcycle confiscated after a pursuit.
Yeah, we are seeing more of these electric dirt bikes. As you probably saw, we put a flyer out trying to educate the public that they are not legal for anybody. The electric dirt bikes are an off-road vehicle. Yeah. They're designed to be in the woods, the dirt. They're not able to be registered. They're not able to be legally operated on the roads, the road shoulders, the bicycle paths. So we're trying to crack down on those. But besides that, these 2 were being operated about 11:30 at nighttime on the shoulder of the road with no lights. Clearly very dangerous. So the attempted stop was more geared towards no lights for safety. When both took off and pursuit started, one turned off to the right and the other one kept on going. The officer focused on the one which seemed to be the most aggressive, trying to flee. We can't stop both at that point in time. As we continue to try to catch this motorcycle and stop it, eventually the person skidded out and lost control and crashed the dirt bike. We determined this was a 17-year-old male. This is about 11:30 at night again. He's from Wisconsin. He was presumed to be under the influence of alcohol at the time. We arrested him for a felony fleeing and looting, a DUI. He took a breath test as required by Florida law. If you fail to give a breath sample, you commit a crime, and that's a prima facie fact that you'll be charged with a crime just for refusing to give a breath sample. During the breath sample, he blew a .138 for an adult. The limit is 08 or higher is considered to be intoxicated driving. So he was almost 2 times the legal limits of an adult. A minor at that age is more susceptible to be show impairment, besides the lower levels for underage operators. So we did arrest him for DUI, felony fleeing looting, seized the e-dirt bike. Again, parents need to be more responsible. 11:30 at nighttime, your kids out there running around the streets. When you're in a different state from that you're from on this e-bike, and kid feels pretty comfortable to be out there drinking, potentially going home drunk. So you just can't let your kids just run amok and go around where they want, when they want. There's got to be oversight. There's got to be some type of, timetables, and we just got to do better to parent these kids these days. More and more the sheriff's office is seeing this stuff where kids are getting too much freedom, and the parents try to be their friends, not their parents. And every action is reaction. The reaction is bad behavior, which could cost someone their life, or in this case, legal troubles. So we just, again, difficult job for the sheriff's office as we deal more and more with these e-bikes, e-motorcycles, e-scooters, e-one wheels. They're becoming a problem and a nuisance in so many manners, on top of intoxicated fleeing juveniles.
Yeah, that is true. Sheriff Rick Ramsey, Sheriff of Monroe County. And I know you've got a busy day to get to, Sheriff. Just a quick note, we hear a lot of traffic stops related to drug arrests that lead to drug arrests from people from out of town in the mainland. We had 2 people locally here charged with possession of cocaine, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia after they, in their Toyota, were stopped at 4 p.m. for traffic infractions. But that led to further developments and a drug arrest of a woman from Summerlin Key and one from Little Torch.
Yeah, these are 2, middle to older age women that appear to be drug dealing. The amount of drugs that they had in their car, I think, all totaled up to like 35 grams of cocaine, which is a lot of cocaine.
Yes.
That's a trafficking level. So these 2 women appeared to be not personal use, but dealing drugs, packaged as such, quantity would indicate drug dealing. Again, a routine traffic stop in the middle of the afternoon resulted in this coming forward with these 2 ladies from the Lower Keys. And so we're glad to get the drugs off the street, arrest them, hold them accountable, tow the car, keep trying to send a message. But definitely wasn't your normal drug dealers that we would come across. Drug dealers are generally males, generally, we don't see middle-aged, older women as much. But in this case, you never knows. People are just looking to get rich quick, I guess. But a good job again by my officers to get these drugs off the streets. And and just another day, I always say, you never know when you stop a car what's going on in the car. And every time we talk on your show, we talk about drugs and guns and chaos, as a result of just a routine traffic stop. There is no routine traffic stop because you don't know if there's a body in the trunk. You don't know if they just robbed the bank. We say majority of crimes are committed by way of a car. People use the car as a mode of transportation to get to and from the crime scenes. So again, is there 50 kilos in the trunk? Is there a body? We just don't know. Are they wanted for murder somewhere else? You come up on a lax attitude thinking that this is just nothing for a brake light or a tail light, only to find out later on, or for the person to think that you know what they've just done, and it becomes a bigger threat to officer safety. The 2 most dangerous times in a law enforcement officer's career is during traffic stops and domestic violence calls. Hands down, time and time again, those are the most likely to have a physical confrontation, threat on your life, a shootout. You don't have to, it's difficult, challenging times to wear a uniform anywhere.
It is, and we appreciate the service and dedication and sacrifice that your deputies and all of your personnel put on the line each and every day for us. And yeah, we even had a case this week. We just talked about domestic violence in a vehicle, so a combination of the 2. Well, Sheriff, I know you've got a busy morning to get to, and we certainly wish you Godspeed and the best and safety for you and your dedicated service. But anything else we should mention before we let you go, sir?
Easter coming up, so I want to say happy Easter to you and your listeners. Hope everybody enjoyed this special time with the family and friends, and just look around and appreciate the what we got, paradise, and the people around us for sure. And then remind our listeners that the following week is April 11th is the 7-mile bridge run, so people should plan ahead, be prepared that is coming up. There will be a hard road closure at 6 a.m., so no traffic will be getting through. So if you're going to plan to travel, go to Miami, do something that weekend, you should have a plan ahead to leave early or expect the delays. But we'll be talking about that on your show next week, but that's not too far down the road if you're planning trips.
No, need to plan ahead for sure. Thank you, Sheriff. Thanks for all that you do, sir. Pleasure having you here as always, and we will talk very soon.
Thank you to you and your listeners. Have a great day, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Take care, sir. It is Sheriff Rick Ramsey with us, Sheriff from Monroe County. Good morning, Keys. And we will have breaking news as soon as it happens. There's plenty of that going on. Local, state, national news every half hour at least, and weather around the clock. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys.
Step back in time. Step back into Old Town. Step into Old Town Bakery with fresh baked treats like pastries, cookies, brownies, and fresh breads made every morning. Enjoy hot and cold delicious ground coffee always brewing and handcrafted breakfast and lunch sandwiches made to order on oven fresh breads. And now Old Town Bakery features spinach mushroom feta quiche and ham and cheese quiche, delectable for breakfast or lunch by the slice. Get a whole quiche pie by ordering in-store with 24 hours advance notice. And enjoy new cream-filled croissants with chocolate or vanilla filling and award-winning fresh baked pies, including their key lime pie, voted the best in the Keys. Pick up their unique Old Town Bakery t-shirts for a friend or yourself and give the gift of deliciousness with a gift card available for purchase in-store. And their catering menu is available to make that next event memorable. Old Town Bakery on the corner of Eaton and Grinnell. Stop in or order online. Old Town Bakery, KeyWest.com.
Hey folks, Stephen Bender here at Key West Toyota. Tacomas and Camrys and Tundras, oh my! We've got one of our largest selections in stock and on the way right now. And with our exclusive deal match guarantee, you know you're getting the right deal. So come see the people you know, like, and trust right here on the Boulevard or KeyWestToyota.com. We've got the keys.
You know Hawks Cay Marina is renowned for their quick access to world-class fishing grounds, as well as waterfront dining, bars, spa experiences, and family-friendly adventures. But on the first of the month, Hawks Cay Marina transforms from a fishing paradise to the best waterfront party in the Middle Keys. Join Hawks Cay Resort Friday, April 3rd from 5 to 9 p.m. for the kickoff of their first Friday on the Promenade. Local vendors will be on hand with wonderful items for purchase. Enjoy delicious food and ice-cold beverages while taking in live music from Riptide Riot, performing live from 5 to 9 p.m. with a high-energy rock show straight from the Key West music scene. Enter to win a half-day fishing charter and Turtle Box Ranger. All raffle proceeds go to Forgotten Felines of the Florida Keys, who provide compassionate care to homeless and abandoned cats. Live music, tasty food, cold beverages, and local vendors. What more could you ask for? Join Hawks Cay Marina the first Friday of the month from 5 to 9 p.m. beginning April 3rd for First Friday on the Promenade. And for more information about Hawks Cay Resort, visit hawkskay.com.
Spring is in the air, which means it's time for a little spring cleaning, starting with your car payment. If your current auto loan is weighing you down, Keys Federal Credit Union can help you freshen things up with a lower rate and better terms. Refinance your auto loan with Keys FCU, and you could lower your monthly payment, save on interest, and put more money back where it belongs, in your pocket. It's simple, fast, and handled by a local team that you can trust. Give your car payment a spring cleaning with Keys FCU. Visit keysfcu.org or stop by your nearest branch today. Subject to credit approval, NCUA insured, restrictions may apply.